There was a boy, born into a world that did not owe him anything. In a small corner of the Roman Empire, he grew up as a slave, under the strict eyes of a master whose anger could strike at any moment. Life did not give him comfort, and every morning he woke up, it was not for himself but to face the whims of another. One day,
Stop this nonsense. Come with me.
as a child, his leg was broken from a single harsh blow, a punishment for the smallest mistake. He did not scream. He did not cry. Instead, he said quietly to himself,
I knew this would happen.
In that moment, he realized something extraordinary. Pain is inevitable, but how you respond to it is your choice. This understanding became the first seed of a mind that would one day teach emperors how to think, how to live, and how to stay calm amidst chaos. As he grew older, the hardships of daily life, hunger strikes, the unpredictable anger of his master shaped him more than any classroom could. While others around him reacted with fear or resentment, he began observing, learning, and controlling his inner world. A young man came to him once and asked, if life is filled with suffering, how can one remain peaceful? He replied, peace is not found in changing what happens, but in mastering how your mind responds. Focus only on what you control, and let the rest go. That simple statement, delivered in calm certainty, would later resonate with millions struggling with overthinking, stress, and anxiety. He never sought wealth or prestige. He never wanted the praise of men. Yet slowly, through sheer wisdom and the quiet power of self-control, he began to attract attention. Scholars, citizens, and even high-ranking officials came to listen. He taught that life is not about what happens to you, but how you choose to react. Every insult, every threat, every small injustice became a lesson in observing the mind rather than reacting to the world. Over time, his ideas spread far beyond the small rooms where he spoke, leaving marks on those who listened and remembered. One of his most remarkable connections was with Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome, the most powerful man in the world at that time. Marcus, despite his power and wealth, sought guidance in learning how to control his mind, how to respond without anger, how to live ethically amidst absolute authority. Here was the dramatic truth. A man who had begun life as a slave was teaching the emperor how to think. Through these lessons, Marcus learned the essence of Stoicism. The only true freedom is mastery over oneself, not over others. This contrast, the emperor and the slave, was a living example of how wisdom and calm could outweigh status or force. Real-life incidents punctuated his teachings. When a student questioned him about dealing with fear, he said, "Do not be disturbed by what is beyond your control. Your fear does not change the world, only your mind." Another asked how to prevent constant worry, the kind that traps the mind in circles. He replied, "Observe your thoughts, separate the truth from imagined outcomes, and act only on what reason tells you you can control." Overthinking, anxiety, stress, these were not abstract problems for him. They were everyday challenges, and his practical guidance helped countless individuals find clarity. Philosophers across time have echoed these lessons. Marcus Aurelius would later write in his Meditations that one must detach from what is outside one's control, focusing only on one's own mind. Epictetus's student, Arrian, preserved these teachings in texts that remain influential today. For anyone struggling with overthinking, the advice is timeless. Identify what you can influence, let go of what you cannot, and focus on the present. Question your thoughts. Are they real, or are they projections of fear and doubt? That is the practical wisdom handed down from a life forged in hardship. Even in his later years, he remained modest, living simply, teaching clearly, and observing the human condition with the same patience and insight that had guided him since childhood. Every event in his life, from a broken leg as a boy to speaking to emperors as a man, was a lesson in mental freedom. He showed that true power does not lie in wealth, status, or authority, but in the disciplined mind. The boy who once had nothing left behind, a philosophy that is still a beacon for those battling the endless chatter of their own thoughts. When the end came, he faced it with the same calm that had defined his entire life. No fear, no complaint, only acceptance and clarity. What remained were his teachings, preserved by his students, guiding generations on how to confront life's uncertainties, how to curb overthinking, and how to live deliberately. He had transformed every injury, insult, and hardship into lessons not only for survival, but for mastery over oneself. The slave who had nothing became a teacher whose words would echo through history, reminding every mind that freedom, peace, and wisdom start within, not in the circumstances around you.